Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain for You. Today's topic is going to be fostering a calm body. I'll get to why that's important in a minute and a couple ideas on how to actually accomplish that. So, take a couple of nice deep breaths. Breathe in the calm and the relaxation. Exhale the stress and the tension. Hey Finny. Breathe in the peace. Exhale the noise. All right. So, fostering a calm body. So what am I talking about here? Right? And please, for anybody who gets upset, I am not saying, calm down. I know that can seem fairly dismissive. Cat's playing with the fake tree. So yeah, I'm not telling you to calm down, but what I am telling you is that if you can learn to use your body to settle it down, to relax, it's really good for you in a lot of ways. It gets you out of the stress response, out of the fight or flight, into rest and recovery. Lots of bodily symptoms start to return to balance, the immune system, the digestive system. Really useful from that perspective. And guess what that does for a overactive, hypervigilant nervous system? Calms that down too. So, I really do want to talk about how the brain and the body, they're not just connected, they're one system, right? They're just one system. And it's a two-way communication between the brain and the body. Now, a lot of times we try to use our thinking, cognitive brain to calm ourselves down. And we start with the, well, it's TMS, I'm going to be fine, it's temporary, I know my body is okay, the doctors don't know what they're talking about, TMS makes sense, the pain started when this happened and that happened emotionally, I've always been anxious, so it completely makes sense. But that message is only going to get so far if the body is still all tense and tight and looks like you're about ready to be attacked. So it makes sense to foster a calm body so that the body can work with the cognitive thinking brain to teach the brain that you're actually okay. Congruence, consistency between the brain and the body really helps get the message across a lot quicker and a lot more thoroughly. Because again, walking around going, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, and looking over your shoulders, brain's not going to buy it. It's not going to believe it. But you could even be having some scary thoughts or, oh, I hope this goes away. I don't know if it will. But if your body is relaxed, you're breathing nice and comfortably, not in an exaggerated way, but in a comfortable way, and your muscles are as relaxed as possible. I know some people say, oh, my muscles are bound up tight. I get it. But there's just a difference between that and super tight, right? So we want to, as much as possible, learn to calm the body. And that means becoming aware of when it's all tense and shallow breathing, and learn to fill your lungs up a little bit more in a comfortable way, not forced. And learn to let the muscles in your body relax as much as possible. Because again, that's going to send a really strong message to the brain that goes, hey, I'm good, look at me. I'm pretty chill right now. You know, I may have just gotten back from a doctor's appointment where he told me some bad stuff, but look at me, I'm home now and I'm pretty chill. And so what's cool about this is, yes, we can use the thinking brain to calm down the body, but we can also use the body to calm down the thinking, over-anxious, nervous brain. Because when you start to slow down your breathing, let your body relax into the chair or the couch, the bed, wherever you are. By nature, your thinking's also going to slow down, right? I heard somewhere on a video recently where somebody was saying that when somebody is in a very calm, relaxed physical state, it's really hard for them to have major anxieties. And so, it's a two-way street. You know, when people say, oh, stop thinking so negatively, and you say, I can't help it, my brain, my brain, my brain. You know, I can't control my brain. I just automatically go to the negative. I automatically go to the fear. Okay? So here's a different angle. How about we use our body to communicate the message we want to the brain instead of trying to force the brain into thinking positively and, you know, rainbows, sunshine, and unicorns. You know, let's use the body. Body's good at it. That's why sleep feels so darn good, because we get out of our thinking head. But we can foster that calm, relaxed body in the middle of the day. Now, one of the examples is, just imagine a surgeon in the operating room, and their job, day in and day out, is to take people in life-threatening situations and save their lives. And so you've seen the shows on TV where they rush a person in on a stretcher. He's bleeding out. We got to get him into the operating room. And, you know, it's like frantic. And somehow these doctors manage to foster a calm body so that they can actually do and perform their job. Now, a lot of people think in order to get well, I have to eliminate all the stress. That's not necessarily true. I mean, look at the people who perform at the highest level. Airline pilots, doctors, surgeons. In many cases, the surgeons have to operate, you know, in a life or death. Brain surgeons, heart surgeons. You know, life is held in their hands. So I know I get a little bit down on doctors as it relates to chronic pain and chronic symptoms. But man, for trauma care, brilliant, right? And so those people have learned to be in a stressful environment while still not allowing their nervous system and their brains to go into that fight or flight, you know, I'm in danger mode, because they wouldn't be able to perform as well. So I really like the two-way communication concept. It's brain to the body. We can take proactive control of our breathing. We can take proactive control of our muscle tension. I can tighten up or I can relax, right? And a lot of times when you're in this state of anxiety and fear, muscle tension is autonomic. It just kind of happens. It's a protective mechanism that automatically happens. But you have the ability to notice that and choose to relax it, just like breathing is an autonomic nervous system thing. Like, it's, if you're not thinking about it, you don't have to think about it. The brain and the nervous system and the respiratory system just works automatically, right? So it's something that runs automatically that you also have conscious control over. So muscle tension, you can consciously relax it. Breathing, if you're breathing shallow, you can consciously breathe a little bit deeper. And by consciously taking over these two aspects of the autonomic nervous system, you can massively influence the safety level or the danger levels in your brain. And if you want to calm down the nervous system, you got to calm down the brain. If you want to calm down the brain, don't just try to use logic and completely ignore the fact that your body is at least half of the discussion. How you carry yourself all day long is important. And I know, because I walked around like I was in a straitjacket for over a decade. Very protective, very hyper-vigilant. Didn't help me at all. Had to learn to relax my body and breathe a little bit more deeply. And again, you don't have to do structured breathing or box breathing or anything crazy. You don't have to become a meditation guru and meditate for 4 hours a day. I just mean have a general awareness when your muscles are tight. Relax them. Have a general awareness of when you're not breathing fully. Take a few breaths, kind of like I do at the beginning of the videos. You will notice that with a little bit of monitoring and awareness and a conscious decision to take control of these two autonomic systems called breathing and muscle tension, your brain's going to buy into the safety concept a hell of a lot quicker that way. So what do you guys think? I'd like to hear you give it a try. Why don't you try this out? And for anybody who says, a whole day will go by and I realize I haven't taken a deep breath. You know what? Our smartphones have an ability to set an alarm and actually label the alarm and say the alarm is breathe or just breathe, right? Or relax. And so you can set an alarm for however often you'd like to do it. Now, just a word of caution, you don't want to freak yourself out that you're like trying to get through your day and every time the alarm goes off, you startle yourself. You don't want to do that. But if you're the type who likes a little structure and you want to make sure that every hour you're going to kind of become aware of it until it becomes habit, that's great. But I think it's just a general thing. If you're still driving around, notice how tight are you grabbing the steering wheel. You ever notice that your jaw's kind of clenched? You know, just a general awareness. Loosen your muscles. General awareness. Breathe a little more fully. It's a really, really good way to send a message to the brain. And when you can combine that calm body with the right intellectual, cognitive thinking messages, brain gets the message a heck of a lot quicker. So try it. Let me know what you think. And please comment below after you've tried it for a little bit. And notice. Just spend a couple of minutes literally relaxing the muscles in your body and breathing a little bit deeper. You're going to find that you feel better physically and mentally. Because when you slow your body down, you slow your breathing down. And remember, if you're in fight or flight and you're stressed and tense, the brain is not going to interpret that as safe. So, two-way communication, brain to body, body to brain. They're not just connected, it's one system. So, with that, guys, going to wrap it up. Say goodnight. Enjoy your day. And love you. We'll talk soon tomorrow.